Yeah, hello everyone. So we are here with the new training course, that is Reltio training, and this is not new. Already we are conducting the training for Reltio from last few years. So we have added few content within this demo to make it more kind of insightful for our candidates, so that once they go through with the demo, they can understand that all the questions are get answered before the enrollment, and they will be in the good condition to decide that they should go for this enrollment or not. Okay. So myself, I'm the part of InventModel Technology Solution, myself Sujit Patel, and I'm already conducting the training for Informatica MDM on-premises, Cloud SaaS, and CDQ from last 10 to 15 years. Many of you know also about me. And we do have more than 50 trainers with us for the different tools and technology. Like we have a Reltio, we have a Stevo, we have CDI, CAI, we have kind of MDM Cloud SaaS, CDQ. So we have multiple courses with us. So you can connect to our team and you can get the full details about the course content and all, like what other courses we are delivering. Yeah. So let me share my screen and give you some insight about this Reltio training. So for getting the more details about this training and course content, you can come to our website page. Let me share my screen. Yeah, so you can come to this page and here you can get all the course content, the demo video and other things as well. Okay, so this course content will be explained in a detail by our expert trainer. He will take care this all part explanation and all. So let me give you a few pointers why our training is different from other training institutes and all. So we basically focus on real-time use cases. We understand that most of the candidates are from IT background and they are looking for job change, or they are looking for working in project and all. So they must have a real-time project experience in place of just theory and kind of basic knowledge. So we make sure that we cover 200 plus real-time scenario in our entire kind of training journey. We will take care one end-to-end project explanation so that you can have an insight that how the Reltio project looks like and how you can explain it in the interview, or how you can work on once you get the project for the Reltio. Okay. We'll make sure that first all the foundation and basic part will be covered. Then we'll jump on the advanced topics also, whatever is there in our course content. And we'll make sure that all the aspect of the training will be covered. If you are supposed to work for installation, or you are supposed to work for installing the Reltio, work for development, work for testing, support and all, then you can easily work on this. Okay. So this all aspect will be covered in that, and we'll make sure that all the things are taken care. There will be separate and dedicated class for resume preparation, interview preparation, and job support. So we will make sure that once your training is complete, then your resume is ready, your interview is means you are prepared for the interview, and also once you get a job, then we will provide you the job support and all. So in most of the cases, we only collaborate with and partner with our highly experienced trainers who are having 18 plus, 15 or plus year experience, and most of them are working as a solution architect in big MNC. So they have very good knowledge, and they share their entire journey, entire kind of experience in the training session. So it is definitely going to help you. For lab access, so this Reltio is a proprietary tool. As we know that we don't get this tool means as an open source publicly. So for lab, we will share our screen. Trainer will share our screen during the session. You can take over the control and you can do the practice. So trainer will give you some assignments, some tasks, and in front of the trainer, you can take the control of the trainer screen and you can do the practice. So this is the lab arrangement we have. We want to make it very clear. For lab, we don't have dedicated user ID password which we can give to you and you can practice 24/7. So this arrangement we don't have for LTO. It's very clear. Yeah, we have for other courses, like we have for Informatica MDM on premises and all, where we do have our lab setup, because those are on-premises product which we have configured and installed, and we have a complete ownership for that. So for that, we give RDPs kind of details, and students used to do practice 24/7. But for these courses, due to the proprietary kind of restrictions, We only give control in front of the trainer. That's it. And we are there. You have to do the practice. So in most of the batches, we have seen that is a very fruitful, and that is sufficient for the student to do the hands-on basically to understand how the tools work, this, that, and all. So that will be sufficient for you. This session will be a 40-hour session. Within that, 30 live sessions will be there, and 10-hour assignment session will be there. So we'll give you the assignment. You have to do that and all. So total it will be 40 hours duration. So this is all about this training means details. This is on very high level. Now I would like to pass this control to our trainer, and he will take over from there. So let me stop my screen, and now I will pass this to Sovik, and he can start from there. Yeah, Sovik, to it is to you.
Yeah, hello all. Uh, Here I'm Shovik and I'll be your trainer throughout, and I'll be providing all the insights to make you industry ready. And also one more thing, that is our training content is more focused on interactability. That means whenever you are whenever you are taking the course, we'll be providing you access through the screen so that you can practice it hands on. And also we'll provide all the questions and answers scenarios, where you'll be coming up with the questions and we'll be providing you the answers, and those things will be always considered based on the market best practices. So whenever you are getting this course, along with it you are getting the most of the knowledge that an experienced MDM developer or consultant should have. And to introduce myself, I am Shovik, and I have completed 19 years of experience in IT and mostly in MDM. And I have work experience in various domains like life science, healthcare, retail, finance, logistics. Almost all the domains I have covered throughout my career journey. And also I have considered most of the challenging situations that I have faced in this my career journey, and I will provide all the insights to you via this course. And all the experience that I will share with you will come in handy when you will be working on real projects in your career. Okay, so let me share my screen and tell you about what kind of course we are providing. Okay, from here you can see that we will be providing all the industry standard Reltio MDM best practices, as well as the conceptual models of Reltio. And to begin with, I'll just say that you don't need to have any prerequisite knowledge or anything about Reltio. Only few data handling concepts that everybody has in the IT field, that will do. Okay, so what are we providing? This training is all about the industry relevant skills that we will be upskilling you via this course. And we'll definitely provide hands-on approach via the screen sharing session in front of me, where you will be uh, actually practicing all the things that I'll be providing you on the sessions. And there will be a dedicated project assignment session where you will be completing the project, and that project will be an industry specific project. So after completion of the project, you will be 100% ready for getting engaged into any live project. Okay, because we have experience from our past batches, where people, after taking the course, directly got involved in projects and they are delivering quite good. And there are also candidates who are not from non-MDM backgrounds, and they are actually transferring from other legacy MDMs to this Reltio cloud-based MDM, where their adaptability is almost 100%, and they are readily shifting from the legacy to the current cloud-based MDM using Reltio. Also, we had candidates where they didn't had any MDM prior knowledge, and they have started working on Reltio, and they got engaged into some big shot organizations, and they have started working on it. Okay, so they have cleared the interview based on our course, and they have got engaged with MDM projects, and they are also delivering quality deliverables. Okay, so what is the business value of Reltio right now? It is a cloud native SaaS architecture, and Reltio itself is a PaaS service, that means platform as a service, where you are just subscribing for the Reltio tenant, and you are getting all the details from Reltio. You don't have to maintain anything. All you need is an internet connection and a browser in your computer. That will do. That's it. So you don't have to have any knowledge about complex things like data analytics or anything. If you have a simple IQ of handling data, that means if you understand the data by seeing it, then definitely you can complete this course, and that everybody has. Okay, now, adaptations for Reltio. Industry adaptations for Reltio means all the MDM implementations currently going on or happening in the world are compatible with Reltio, and even Reltio provides some advanced features which are absent in legacy MDM tools. So, in that way, after completion of this course, you will be uh, more focused to the architect side of the Reltio, okay, or MDM, where you can provide solutions as an is basis. Okay, also you can complete with the data steward role, and you can also work with other roles like data governance and all. So this course will enable you to cover almost all the domains that are relevant to MDM industry. Now, going through the Reltio architecture, this is a complete picture of a relative architecture where all the sources, that sources can be varied sources, okay, that can be social media, that can be flat files, that can be any encrypted data source, or anything, any CRM or any third party services. Reltio has an adaptability to all the sources, and it is compatible with any ETL tool available in the market. All you need to do is feed the data into Reltio in Reltio's own format of JSONs, and based on that one, Reltio will take the data or ingest the data, and then Reltio has its own modules like data governance, match merge, survivorship, uh, cleansing, all these things. Even data enrichment is also possible, data enrichment through Dun and Bradstreet and other big organizations who provide enriched data. So that is also possible with Reltio, and Reltio has a very extensive API structure. Reltio follows the REST API structure, where you don't have to take the headache of maintaining the database like in Informatica or in other MDM tools. Here, the database is an abstraction where the user is not driving directly into the database. Rather, they are taking the goodness of data via API calls by using filters like you query in database. And there, since due to this abstraction, no data is getting corrupted or any malpractice can happen. So there is a fair chance that all the data that you have managed via Reltio uh, is in a very good position even after you have manipulated or any done any governance kind of task. Okay, in that sense, everything remains clean inside Reltio, and every action of your input is audited in Reltio. It is best kept with timestamp and the user details, so at any point of time you can roll back to the previous one, and you can get that previous instance back. Okay, so all these things are covered inside Reltio, and after that you can sync up with the downstream via batch or real time or any other CRM system direct connectors, and you can directly feed the data into the downstream and in the downstream format also. Okay, that is also possible. And Reltio, as I said earlier, Reltio is compatible with all the ETL tools. Hence, you can take the data from Reltio, and that ETL tool can do all the transformations based on the downstream systems compatibility and feed it into downstream. And Reltio is a very robust system, and it can be upscaled at any time. Say for example, you have a data setting for 1 billion. Now after few days your data has come up, or it needs upscaling for about 5 billions. So in your database architecture or legacy MDM system, you have to upscale your infrastructure, right? Because you have to upscale your database, you have to index your data, you have to do, or you have to take all these headaches. But in Reltio you don't have to do such things. All you need to do is you have to inform Reltio that we are going to upscale and our database, our data volume is going to get increased. Reltio will upscale for you, so you don't have to take any headache for that one. And the performance on Reltio is the best one among the market. Okay, so whenever you are trying to search any data or going to operate on any data, it is the fastest tool currently available in the market. And we'll cover all these modules in our upcoming course. Now all the core data management or master data management concepts we will cover, so that any candidate coming from non MDM background also finds it interesting and they find it easy in this course. Okay, they'll be able to complete the course without any hurdle, because we'll be covering all the master data concepts along with the Reltio specific tools and Reltio specific concepts. Okay, now all the MDM fundamentals, those will be covered. And we will also have an walkthrough with real world examples. Suppose we are creating a model based on a life science model. Okay, in that life science domain we have HCO, HCPs, locations, all those things, all these entities, and we'll provide all these insights and what could be the possible values for each of the entities, because entities are real world objects. So what and how you should think in MDM concept, that we will also enable, so that whenever you find a situation, because in real life the clients are almost unable to explain their requirement, they need MDM but they don't know what they can do or what are the possibilities MDM can enhance their business. So if you have this course completed, you will have that knowledge and you can convince customers that you can have these endless possibilities and you can provide them all these enriched data formats and all these enriched module outputs or integration all these modules. Then they will be overwhelmed with your uh, data providing capabilities. Okay, now data modeling will cover the most extensive way of data modeling concept. So whenever you are going to create an MDM solution for any of the domain, that will be an extensive one and that will cover almost all corners, from functionality side to technical side. It will cover of everything. So all you need is to get the data from the source, and after that all the MDM concepts will be implemented via this Reltio and we will cover all the corners. And the most important thing which is never covered in any of the courses available in the market is the best practice of Reltio. We'll cover that too. From each module we'll cover each of the best practices and how to mitigate complex scenarios to implement that best practices. Okay, now also we'll cover an extensive module of data quality. Normally Reltio doesn't have a separate data quality module as Informatica has, but Reltio's data quality management is inherent with every module, and we will showcase all those details, how to manage the data efficiently and to provide quality data to the separate modules or customers directly. Okay, so we will provide all those things. Now integration capabilities, Reltio has endless integration capabilities via ETL tools or directly API calls, or data feeding using specific Reltio tools provided out of the box, Also, Reltio has introduced Reltio Integration Hub. Will cover all of this. Now, API development skill. We will have sessions based on specific APIs, and we will cover the multiple usage of a specific API to enable you. In a sense, we will make you the master of APIs via this course, because most of the course you cover in the market won't cover the APIs in detail. But here we will cover the APIs in very much detail, so that you can know all the nitty gritties of these API calls and how to manage them efficiently, and what are the limitations and how to mitigate those limitations, and all the complex scenarios and how to do that. We'll cover all this. Even we'll provide you the scenarios where you can actually communicate between APIs, and you can create multiple or layered API calls. Those scenarios will also be covered. Now, data governance and security, it is a very extensive part of Reltio that covers the data stewardship or the data change request management systems. We will cover all this, and through this you can build custom workflows. You can work on the entire MDM architecture via this data governance, where data being audited, or it can be passed on from different sources or different uh, modules or approvers, so that you can enable a multi-level authorization and practical monitoring in a real life data scenario. User experience. Reltio has the best UI in the market. Hands down, Reltio's UI is the best in the market among all the MDM tools available, and it is very easy to integrate and very easy to use or understand. And we will also showcase you how to modify or customize the UI as per client request, and also we can use best practices to make the look and feel so much better that client doesn't have any complaint, or client find it's most interesting among all the MDM tools available in the market. Now, analytics enablement will provide you with the DQ dashboards and all those things, so that you can actually showcase the client, or you can understand how the industry works to make the data ready for analytics. All those things we will showcase you. Also, there are certain modules which cover AI components in Reltio. uh, we will cover all those. And currently you must have heard that SAP has merged with the Reltio, and they will provide their insight also. So the best of Reltio has just began. So you will go through all those things, and you will understand how Reltio can change the data management world uh, in a very short time span, and how the data is going to be managed more efficiently via Reltio than any other MDM tools. Now, practical exposure, we will provide you live examples or live scenarios where you will go through all those challenges, and you will feel that what kind of data challenge you are going to get in your life project, or in your career. Or and also we will provide you all the solutions, or the thinking capability that is most required in this Reltio, or you can say this MDM world. The thinking capability of handling the complex challenges in data. So that will also provide you insight, so that you can actually think on that way, that whenever there is a complex scenario, we should challenge that scenario in a practical way that we have provided. Okay, so it won't be much challenging for you to get introduced in a live project and work on it after completion of this project. And also we will provide you live project so that you can complete it, and after completing it you will have more than 200% confidence to work on any live project. So this actually course is actually targeted to all the audiences who are currently seeking or thinking of moving into MDM world and to master that world, because MDM is the keyword of data, and it forms the first or preliminary stage where the data analytics comes into play. And world is going into artificial intelligence, and MDM is the basic or the stepping stone for it. So you have to understand MDM today or tomorrow, and the challenge has already begun. So why to wait? Now I would like to pass on the comments to control to our invent model team.
Thank you, Savik sir. So we have few questions from the on behalf of candidates, like how Reltio is different from the other MDM tools.
It is because it doesn't have any implementation or infrastructure headache. You don't have to take the headache of infrastructure like any other legacy MDM tools. Even some of the legacy MDM tools are calling themselves cloud ready, but they too have certain prerequisites on the basis of infrastructure. But Reltio doesn't have any. Even from your mobile phone, also you can manage an entire MDM tool. So that is the basic and the most strongest part of Reltio.
Okay, sir. So the other question is like, how is the job market for Reltio MDM and consultant?
Reltio's market is booming, and among all the MDM tools you can find, Reltio jobs are currently the most demanding one, and professionally and monetarily also, Reltio jobs are much more promising, because if you find a legacy MDM developer salary and a Reltio MDM developer salary, you can understand that Reltio developer salary is higher than normal legacy MDM developers.
Okay. So do we require any prerequisite to learn this MDM, Reltio MDM?
As I told earlier, you need to have nothing, just a browser experience and somewhat data analytics capability, which means you can see the data and you can understand, which any class 10 or class 12 standard students can also understand. And give the headache to us, we will make you understand how to organize data.
Okay, sir. That's all from my side. Thank you for the sir, lovely demonstration. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's hope to see you soon in our class.